Today I'm going to show how to install an intake resonator delete kit from PRL. The manufacturer's instructions state you need to remove the front bumper for this installation. I found this is not the case. I will show you how to install the kit without removing the front bumper. The kit consists of a 30mm billet plug, a 31mm rubber cap, and a worm gear clamp. I will have a link to the kit in the video description. To begin the installation, you'll need to raise the car on the driver's side. Move under the car to the driver's corner of the front bumper. You're going to detach part of the fender liner from the car. There are 3 different attachment items holding the fender liner in place under the front of the car. 1 screw, 1 10mm bolt, and 1 plastic push pin. The screw and the 10mm bolt are located at the front of the fender liner piece in the white area to the left of the fender liner. The plastic push pin is towards the rear of the liner. After these 3 bolts have been removed, move back to the driver's side wheel. Remove the wheel using a 19mm socket. This will give you access to the inner fender liner. There are 3 attachments that need to be removed, 2 screws and 1 plastic push pin. After the attachments have been removed, pull the fender liner towards you and use the brake caliper to hold the liner out of the way. With the liner pushed to the side, you will be able to clearly see the lower resonator box. You can choose to remove this box from your car or leave it, if you don't want something else to store in your garage. Removing it is not necessary to complete the installation of the resonator cap. I chose to leave the box in the car. If you want to remove the box, it's held into place by 3 10mm bolts. Removing the bolts will allow you to pull the box out of the car after you detach the hose from the box that is also attached to the charge pipe. If you chose to leave the box in the car, you will simply need to remove the factory hose that runs from the charge pipe to the resonator box. The clamp by the box can be removed by using a Phillips head screwdriver. The clamp located by the charge pipe can be as well, but I found it was easier to use a socket. After each clamp has been loosened, pull the hose off each end of the resonator box and charge pipe. With the hose removed, you'll be able to see the charge pipe section that needs to be plugged. Get the rubber plug included with the kit and push it onto the charge pipe. Make sure it fits all the way back onto the pipe. Next, take the supplied metal clamp and put it over the cap. You may want to tighten the cap a bit before installing it over the cap. This will help it stay in place as you begin to tighten it down. Tighten the clamp so that the clamp is on securely, but be careful not to over-tighten the clamp. This completes the installation of the lower resonator delete portion of the kit. Go ahead and reinstall the fender liner and driver's side wheel. The wheel's lug nuts should be torqued to 80 to 85 foot-pounds of torque. On to the upper resonator section of the kit. Begin by opening the hood and locating the air duct, which is located in front of the air box. Remove the 2 10mm bolts and plastic push pin holding the air duct in place. Please be aware the plastic push pin may break, as this is common. This happened to me during the installation. After the air duct has been detached from the front of the car, you'll need to remove the 2 10mm bolts holding the front of the airbox in place. These bolts are located in between the air duct and airbox. A 3-inch extension is recommended. Next, you need to remove the 10mm bolt to the right of the airbox. A 12-inch extension and magnetic socket are recommended for this. I didn't have a magnetic socket, so I used a magnetic extension tool, which worked fine. Unclip the two clips holding the left side of the airbox down and lift up to the left to remove the top of the airbox. After the top of the airbox is out of the way, you'll need to lift the airbox out of the car. There is a rubber piece holding the back of the box in place. Simply pop the box up off of this rubber piece. I removed the air filter to make handling the box easier. With the airbox out of the car, you'll need to remove the resonator from the right side of the airbox. This can be done by wiggling the resonator free from the airbox. Once the resonator has been removed, take the billet plug included with the kit and insert it into the airbox. After the plug has been inserted into the side of the airbox, the installation of the intake resonator delete kit is complete. You will reverse the steps of removing the airbox and air duct. When you reinstall the airbox, I found it was helpful to spray the rear rubber mount with soapy water so the airbox would seat back into the rubber mount properly. Since I broke the plastic push pin holding the air duct, I will have to go back to the dealership or go online to purchase a new one. This is not a major issue since the air duct is held into place by two 10mm bolts. Impression of the intake delete kit. For a kit that costs $30, don't expect much. I noticed a slight increase in intake noise, but nowhere near the sound of a full cold air intake system. I noticed more sound with the windows up than down. Here are some sound clips of the car at a standstill and driving by quickly. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more content.